Holding up.
I'm okay.
Feeling fantastic.
Feeling great. Do you feel better now that we've annoyed Maya a little bit?
Yeah, it's always a good pick me up.
Yeah.
Her day was going good until we breezed into town.
Although I think she liked having us in her room. She's like, what are you doing? Because we both laid on her bed. And just chill. Her bed is so comfortable. That's the first time my back hasn't been in pain today.
You know how you could really annoy her?
Go and sleep.
Yeah, but don't tell her. And then when she comes home, she'll be annoyed, but she'll be too tired to kick you out.
I've had naps in there before where she didn't realize I was there.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally fine to do that. She used your bed.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I put little notes everywhere. One was bed thief. And she texted immediately at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not a bed thief. I'm like, well, you wouldn't know that you were one unless you were one.
Exactly.
Because you would never found the note of being a bed thief. And she didn't want to come join us today on our podcast.
Irony, of course, being we invited her on. She said she didn't want to be on a podcast and she doesn't like it when we talk about her on a podcast. So let's open up by talking about her.
Yeah.
Our delinquent tattooed child.
She was a good kid. She came to the store with me, did some errands, was going to take her sister to the mall. Her sister left without telling anybody.
Yep, just dipped.
There's something else I was going to say, but I can't remember. Can't remember the thing.
Terrence Stamp died.
Who's that?
General Zod from the Christopher Reeve era Superman.
Oh, wow.
87 years old.
I was going to say he must have been old.
All-time great movie, Limey. Ever looking for a Terrence Stamp classic?
I feel like I've seen that one.
Probably I own it.
Oh.
It's a good time.
What's it about?
It is about a British gangster who comes to Los Angeles to find out what happened to his daughter who has died. It's real good.
Sounds real good.
Yeah, it is real good.
Introduce the girls to Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. That
was a good one.
Yeah. Our youngest walked away halfway through.
Again, didn't tell anybody, just left and never came back.
Yeah.
Didn't
she did that with Casablanca the other night too.
Yeah. That one, she was a bit more adamant of why she was leaving.
Because she has no idea what's going on. It's black and white.
Yeah.
That one she would have had, if she just waited 2 seconds, and that one she would have had more clue what was going on.
Yeah.
Than Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. But Maya just read Hamlet in the day. Like we bought the book yesterday morning. She finished it.
Not even yesterday morning. Yesterday afternoon.
Oh no, we were still at the cabin, but she read it in one full day because all the kids wanted her to go out. And they went quadding or boating or something.
So she stayed back to be a nerd.
Yeah. And they're like, what is she doing? And she's like reading Hamlet in the middle of her summer holiday. And then they called her a nerd. And then we got to watch Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
We're really painting a picture of wild, crazy summer vacation hijinks.
Yep. But our kids do read a lot. I've talked to quite a few moms over the summer. They're like, really? You guys read? I'm like, yeah. Like we've created a whole, like we've closed off our house to have our own little reading room.
Well, when we rented the cabin, we put a little bookshelf area in there for books.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough space before.
Yeah. Anyway, reading's good, everybody. They don't need to be on screens. Actually, that's what I was inviting Maya on to come talk about is how she's made it. She's going to go into her second year of university without social media, without screens. Right. And
we did it.
All the better for it. And I was hoping that she'd come on to talk about it. Because I think probably like grade 5, grade 6 with her was the only time where she was like, everybody's got it, you know?
Yeah. That went away pretty quick. But I mean, we've cut her off from the internet so much that I'm surprised she doesn't raise barns on the weekend. Like she is.
We're trying to see how to pronounce something. She's like, let me check my dictionary. And she pulled out this dictionary from like the 1800s.
Yeah, looked up an Italian word in an English dictionary and then was surprised it wasn't there.
And then I'm like, don't you have your phone? She's like, oh yeah, my phone. And then she looked it up on the phone.
Do you remember how to pronounce the word?
Ciabatta.
Ciabatta.
Ciabatta. Yeah. Oh yeah, ciabatta.
Ciabatta.
I was trying to go over. But her friends were trying to tell her that it's Kabata.
And do you know what's wrong? Do you
Ciabatta.
know what's wrong? They don't read.
That's it.
Our child reads, as do we. Ciabatta.
Yeah.
You're welcome, everybody. So this has been a reading cooking show so far.
And that's like Porsche's too. The other day, somebody was with
Oh, one of the
Willow.
dads was chirping her.
Yeah. And the friend, like the friend and the dad, no, you're wrong, honey. It's
Yeah.
Porsche.
And she's like, no, pretty sure it's not.
Yeah. Anyway, it was just funny that she pulled out the 1800 dictionary.
Yeah.
And like her phone wasn't her first go-to figure that out.
Yeah. And it took her longer to look it up on the phone than it did to look up in the dictionary.
Yeah.
It took a while. And then some random Italian dude's voice told us the wrong answer first.
Well, because it was this Sabata.
Sabata.
So maybe in Italy they say Sabata. I don't know.
It's like a professor taking a sabbatical. Boom. Nailed it.
I'm going to do that one day. I hope we can do our plan. We each pick a part of the world to live in for 3 months.
Be good.
Where are you going to pick? What's on your list of consideration?
The Nordic countries.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to go see the volcanoes. And like the black sand seas and stuff. It'd be cool.
People can't hear you when you whisper, dude.
Just because they're cool.
What volcanoes? What?
I think Iceland has volcanoes all along there. Yeah.
Is Norway part of your Nordic country excursion? Because we're probably going to go there in March.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially.
Check.
Where do you think Willow's going to choose?
Great question. I would also choose back to Italy. I wouldn't lie. I would go back to Italy for a few months.
Yeah.
I'd be all right with that.
I think Maya's going to pick France or Italy.
Yeah, so we got that covered.
Yeah. And we can still travel, like go check places out. We'll just have one home base and then weekends or whatever we'll go.
Yeah, where would Willow go? Willow would want to go she would probably start thinking like Asia somehow,
Yeah.
like back to Southeast Asia, which would be all right. Japan might be another one. I'd be okay living in Japan for 3 months.
I think she's going to go to like New Zealand. I think that's her choice. She loves.
I'd be all right with that too.
Yeah.
I would jump over to Australia a bit too in that time.
Southeast Asia is mine for sure.
Yeah, no, I don't know because so much of Japan we haven't seen.
Yeah. No, we'll figure it out if we ever even do it. Because I've talked about doing this for years and we still have never. So.
Well, the stars got to align, man. You only do stuff when the universe makes it all come together.
We got 4 years to figure it out.
We sure do.
It's 4 years or never.
4 years or never, ever.
Yeah.
Oh, because one of the children will be gone by then?
Well, yeah, that's just the perfect time because Willow will have graduated high school. Maya will have graduated university.
And we will continue to be irresponsible parents.
Yeah.
It's oddly a decent tie-in to my question. Actually, questions.
Ooh.
So I want to know, I'm going to start with what were you worried about before you had kids? What has been your biggest regret since becoming a parent? Just in general, you don't have to be like.
Didn't I ask you this? Didn't
No.
I just ask you this? Okay.
I think to a degree.
Okay.
But I'll give you the context of this.
Okay.
Maybe that'll help why I'm asking this. So you are someone that periodically grapples with the inevitability of time and the fact that we have almost grown children and they are about to be gone.
Yeah.
Right? And you can't believe that you have a 16-year-old, 14-year-old, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Can you believe that we have 2 kids? Yeah. It's been almost 20 years. It's sunk in by now. So it's got me thinking about, well, what is it that we're going to be when we don't have kids? Right? Like that's coming. Like in 4 or 5 years, the kids are going to be off and doing the thing. So that made me kind of reflective of during the phase. So during the stages of being a parent or about to be a parent, right? So before you became a parent, what was your greatest fear? What was your greatest worry? Right? As you were a parent, what was the thing that you were most worried about? Maybe that's what we'll do. Most worried about. And as they're about to leave, what is your biggest worry? So the three stages of parenting.
It's way too much information to remember. Okay, so before I actually wasn't worried about too much, other than actually, you know what? This might come surprising because like I've surprised myself. So the way I used to take my frustration out on my brother, I can't believe I'm actually going to admit this live, but I was worried that I would become really angry with kids. And I really was mean to my brother. Like I don't actually remember ever hitting him with my hands.
No, no, but you've talked about like,
Using the shaft from the vacuum cleaner. No, but I don't even know if that make like he would have had something too. So we would have had like sword fights with them. I do remember though, like I threw his fishing kit that he got for his birthday or something into the lake.
that's not useful.
So I was just worried like about that I'd get so angry. Like truly with him, I would have these like blind red rages, like really behind my eyes, and my whole body is just consumed with this anger. So I was just worried that that would happen with kids, but it never did,
Yeah.
which was good. I could never imagine even, like, I can't imagine yelling even. The only time I came close was when Maya threw all of her toys off of our balcony, every single one, like
Mhm.
Barbie, vacation, dream house, camper, whatever, like smashed everything and down into the mud. And I'm just like, what were you thinking? Like, I wasn't even yelling. It's just, what were you thinking? And I remember she's just like, I wasn't, right? Like, just was
It was
not
fun.
thinking. Yeah. Like, this will be a good idea. So I was worried. Yeah. I was worried just how I would react to anger and frustration. How about you? Were you worried about anything before in that phase, before becoming a parent?
Yeah, dropping the kid.
Oh, really?
100%. I was convinced I was going to drop the kid. For quite a long time, I was convinced I was going to drop the kid.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Like those pictures of me that you think are so cute, it's me death gripping that kid so it doesn't fall. That's 100% of what was happening there. And then trying to smile like, um,
But before, that's like, wow.
no, legit. I was, before we had kids, that was one of my biggest fears. Honestly, I don't know if I had any fears. I had these random thoughts about dumb stuff that I was worried I would do, like forget the kid somewhere, right? Like go to a restaurant and then just go to the bathroom and forget I had a kid. That would have been not ideal. But yeah, I don't even know for us, the biggest concern was having a kid. So I find a lot of
Yeah.
the pre-parent, like becoming a parent stuff was more, yeah, worries around whether the kid was going to be healthy, whether we were going to get it to term. And it was tough, man. Like, it was a rough go, especially for you. So that was probably where a lot of my fear came from. But then when it was for sure going to happen, it was legit. I thought I was going to drop the baby for sure. Like coming up the front steps and trip and like smash the kid into the door or something dumb.
Oh, you know, another fear I had? Coyotes.
Yeah. To this day, you're not great with coyotes.
No, I'm good with
Well,
coyotes,
ever
but
since they almost lured you into the ravine there.
I'm still fine with coyotes, but I legit, well, because I lived in Australia when like the dingo baby thing happened. And so I was sure that a coyote was going to eat. So I would never put Maya down when she was in her car seat. Like she just never was put
So
down.
walk me through that. Were you concerned that they were gonna treat it like a buffet and start chewing her in the car seat, or were you afraid that they were gonna figure out a way to pick up the handle and run away with her in her
No,
teeth?
like eat her in the car seat.
Oh, okay. That's fair, I suppose.
Or
We couldn't even get to her in the car seat, like to clip her in. So I don't know how coyotes were gonna do it.
So yeah, that was a legit fear. And then once I was pregnant, yeah, all of the things, like
Yeah.
am I harming the baby?
Yeah. What did you think? What did you have to ask the doctor about?
If hot sauce was gonna burn a hole in the baby's
Yeah.
stomach.
And how was that received by the doctor? Were you, she was mortified that we were having children with
Yeah.
that question.
She's like, no, but don't you have bad heartburn? I'm like, no, it's fine. I was pretty, with the first one, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't eat lunch meat. Oh my gosh, I can't eat this. And um with was it with Willow or with Maya? It must have been with Maya because I was working at the hospital. Yeah, I'm pretty sure with Maya, I was working at the hospital. And she was always an active baby. Like I was sure she was ADHD from the minute she started kicking. But then all of a sudden, like towards the end, and I mean, it took us a long time to get pregnant with her in the first
Yeah,
place. Like, we
years.
had to go to fertility clinics and stuff. So I was already like, yeah, worried about her. But all of a sudden, she just stopped moving. And so for the last couple of months, I was going up to get an
It's
ultrasound
amazing she doesn't turn into the
like
Hulk. You give
several
her so
times
many.
a week. I know. And they're like, Caroline, she's fine. Like, just go if you don't feel her in 24 hours. I'm like, I haven't felt her in 24 hours.
Oh, I
She's
remember those
fine.
conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember feeling her? Did you see it? Was my stomach moving earlier? Did you see her? I'm like, bro, I don't have X-ray vision.
So it was weird that she wasn't, because she was moving all the time. She was seriously
She was probably
ADHD.
exhausted from dodging all the hot sauce.
So, yeah, I was worried about that. And then during delivery, I thought for sure she was dying. So I kind of freaked out a little bit then.
What has been your biggest fear while actively being a parent? Fear or worry or just concern? It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, yeah, I can't remember actually during the time.
No.
No, I mean, little moments would come up, oh my, the first day of preschool when all of the kids ran to the computer and were using the mouse, and she's just like,
You had no clue.
what is this? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I ruined her because she doesn't know how to use a computer. So I think like there's little moments, but nothing big. Kids are pretty resilient. I do think now looking back, I wonder if, but I don't know. Um, Moving forward, I don't know if I have any fears now. Moving forward, yeah, I don't know.
Even just concerns about the next stage without them around?
For us or for them?
Any, like, it's just going to be a new chapter, right? Like,
Well, for you, anything while you're an active parent before we go into the next chapter?
um, no, the biggest thing for me was, yeah, probably just them being hurt, but no, it was never an invasive concern. Like, it wasn't prevalent. Like, I knew I wasn't perfect. I tried to do my best, but I knew I wasn't perfect, right? So, I haven't really stopped to be like, oh, like to your point, like, have I messed them up? I've tried to counter anything that I've done that hasn't been ideal with, making sure that we're honest and know they love us and or we love them and stuff. So yeah, it's in the moment, it's more around are they going to be okay? Right. And that's not specific to any one thing. It was like first time they flew without me, are they going to be okay? Or first time they went on a long road trip and I wasn't with them, are they going to be okay? That sort of stuff. That was usually about it though.
We actually kind of had that talk the other day because both of the girls drove out to the cabin by
Mhm.
themselves for the first time.
They
And
did.
you had like a split second thought of if there's a car accident or something.
Yeah. And it wasn't even so much a fear based one. It was just this weird random thought of if anything happens,
Hmm.
they're both together. Like, and not in a, it wasn't, yeah, it was more like, oh my God, yeah, I hope something doesn't happen because they've never, like, it's the, like, what would I do if it was the two of them and something happened? But it was gone pretty quick. But the other part of it that you and I talked about was that was an experience that they both loved.
Yeah.
Like, it was the first time they've ever, and they were driving to a safe place. Like, they were going to a place they've been 1,000 times, right? On roads that amazingly are new to them, even though they've been on them 1,000 times, but it was like a brand new journey. But they had a great time, right? It was a pretty good bonding experience for them to be able to do it by themselves. And I was like half an hour behind them. Like I wasn't that far. So it was pretty safe that way.
And it's funny for me, like that doesn't really happen. It's usually after the fact that I've allowed something to happen that I'm like, ooh, something bad. Well, like that time that I let her go. Some rando kid came over and they were like, look, we're gonna have a sleepover. And she was like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
And you were asking questions. I'm like, I don't know the kid. I don't know where they live. I don't know anything. And then I'm like, oh, maybe that was a bad decision.
Yeah. Thankfully, it seems to have worked out. But yeah, that was definitely one where I'm like, maybe a bit of probing.
Yeah, but she ended up coming home
Yeah.
because she wasn't comfortable. But yeah, things like that. I'm like, ooh, or if she's already lost or already gone, like the Chicago airport. Like
Yeah.
I'm not worried about her gone until she's gone. And that's like, oh my gosh, something might have happened
Yeah.
and I can't find her. Yeah. For the next chapter, my biggest fear is actually them just both being far away and starting families and just being far away. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's the similar. Yeah. I know they're going to, they're probably not going to stay here, right? Like I think both of them are pretty clearly stated they're going to move somewhere else. For me, it's not the distance, it's the ability to be with them at some point, right? Like, I mean, obviously, Maya has made it very clear that should she pursue higher education overseas, she doesn't want us living with her. And I mean, I guess that's fine. That's whatever.
And she was totally like, didn't she tell you that mom was gonna come live?
Yeah, I don't think she said it in an excited, I can't wait to go have this adventure with mom. I think it was a resignation of, if I do this, I know mom's coming.
I think she did, but then somebody
There-
commented and was like, "Oh, that's so cool. You and your mom are gonna go live in Scotland together." And then she came and was like, "Mom, you can stay a week with me. This is my thing." So I don't know. Something happened in between.
That's fine. We can find a flat really close and just show up randomly. I can get a key for her flat. Yeah, for me to be losing touch with them, that'd be like however that looks, right? Because I know they're going to go off and they're going to do their things, and that's fine, right? Like go do your thing, but I don't want there to be long stretches where they don't have some sort of connection back to us. That's the concern to me more than anything.
Even once a year, whatever. Like it sucks not seeing my parents more often. So bad.
Well, now that they're at an age where when you do see them, time's speeding up, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to make the most of it.
I was there for almost 2 weeks and it felt like it was 2 days. And like I didn't do anything with them that whole time. Like I just,
So what I'm hearing is 6 months with Maya, 6 months with Willow. That's how we're going to do it.
Yeah, I do wish it would be they would live close. But Willow, actually, I was asking her the other day, so where do you think you want to live? And she's like, first, I'm going to find out where Maya is, and then I'm going to find the furthest spot in the world away from her, and that's where I'm going to go.
That's untrue.
So it probably is going to be Europe and New Zealand.
Probably.
But she's always wanted to go to New Zealand.
That's actually fantastic. Because then we never have to worry about winter. We can just jump between the two. That'd be fantastic.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like and I think that was kind of where the genesis of the conversation came from is, right? Is there's this unknown chapter coming towards us that I don't know what it's going to look like. Like I'm pretty confident our children don't hate us most of the time. They get annoyed by us sometimes. But I would like to think that they would still want to be around us in some capacity. Again, not that I need to like live in the same house with them for the rest of my life or anything. That'd be nice to have stuff where I leave it and unknown stuff not showing up in my kitchen.
So I think like for people who are still listening, if you are still listening, like I hope like even though we talk about our experiences, I hope you're reflecting on your experience. And the one thing just, that I was thinking about as we're talking, and I've reflected quite a bit on, I mean, there's so much crap out there. You can read so many books about every topic. You can surf the internet about everything, that you're worried about, but you're wasting time that you could be spending with your kids. And I think at the end of the day, we just got to stop stressing ourselves out, stop the infobesity where we're just taking in all of this information over what we're doing right or wrong. I mean, the best thing you can do for your kid is just being with them and listening to them and just letting them know that you enjoy spending time with them.
Yeah.
That's the best thing that you could do, really. So do that,
And I think part of the question as well is it just shines a light on the fact that the stuff that you're scared about back in a different phase doesn't really matter. Like the stuff that we were scared about never came to fruition, right? We've got great kids. We're very lucky. Even when we're currently with them, it doesn't matter in the day to day, right? Every story we talked about came back to the same thing, which is just trying to spend time with them. And exactly like you just said, I think that and I don't know what the future holds, right? But if there's one thing that we could say, or I could say to someone that's earlier in the stage is, yeah, make sure you're as present as you can be.
Yeah.
Understanding everybody's got to work. Everybody's got to deal with stuff. It happens. But find those pockets where you can be really present and do that as much as you can, and it'll pay off in the long run.
And that's just it. It's those little pockets. So even today, I mean, it was a work day,
Mm-hmm.
but I knew Maya wanted to go get a haircut. So I started a little bit early. We went and got our haircuts. She came to Superstore. Literally, we ran in, grabbed some spinach. And I'm like, that was a good morning. She's like, yeah, it was
Yeah, she had a great
really
day.
good. And then at the end of the day, you had to go take Willow to her ice skate ring at conditioning, whatever. And so Maya and I had a good hour and a half together, and we literally just picked up a book and went and read.
Yeah.
So we weren't even interacting, but just being in that space. And it was really nice just to have that too. So it's those little moments. I keep coming back to that mosaic, those mosaic pictures. Like you see the face of your child, but it's made up of a million different pictures. Those are a million different moments that you have with your child.
Yeah.
And it's just being able to every day, even if it's just for 2 minutes, just really being present out of your head, out of your phone, out of whatever, and just be with your kid and just enjoy them.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And be ready to play a lot of cards if you're with one of our kids.
Yeah. See, it's funny because with Maya, I asked her if she wants to play cards. She's like, no, I just want to read. I'm like, cool, we can just read.
Both of them, though, the common thread between the two of them when they do hang out with us in those moments is that there's no obligation to do anything.
Yeah.
It's literally, let's play cards. Willow likes to do that because it's fun and we can
She likes
trash talk. And
interacting.
yeah,
And yeah.
but Maya just wants to relax in the same room as us. The difference or the similarity for both is that we're not demanding anything of them other than they're just hanging out. So it's important to try and get that energy too, where they don't feel it's an obligation. They want to be there and they don't feel like you're going to inevitably tell them that they need to do something different, right?
Yeah.
Other than spend time with you.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.